Electric cars, why are we subsidizing rich people? I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. It's a stunning story, but really an entirely predictable one. The government of Ontario provided rebates of $5,000 per vehicle to people that purchased a Porsche Spyder hybrid. Now, this is a car with a $1.1 million price tag. Beauty, isn't it? Now, also getting the rebate, people that bought the BMW i8. That has a price tag for the electric version of $362,000, or the Fisker Karma, $212,000. But don't worry, Kathleen, Wynne, and the Liberals have changed the program, and they've now capped it at cars valued under $150,000. That's your car, isn't it? Now, if you buy a car worth up to $75,000, then your government rebate for an electric car is $14,000. But a car between $75,000 and $150,000, you only get a $3,000 rebate. I say, why any rebate at all? My current car cost a few $1,000s, like under $5,000, as in less than the rebate, and it's good on gas. So where's my government check? That's right, I won't be getting one because I bought an old-fashioned car, not a fancy electric car. The Canadian Taxpayers Federation did a Freedom of Information request that uncovered this information. Their news release says Ontario has spent over $39 million in taxpayer money on subsidies for electric vehicles over the past 6 years. Of those subsidies, $14 million were for vehicles with a manufacturer's suggested retail price over $70,000, and $867,000 in taxpayer money went to subsidize cars that retail over $100,000. CTF Ontario Director Christine Van Gyn's calling for the program to be scrapped. In no universe does it make sense to have regular, hard-working Canadian families subsidizing the luxury vehicles of millionaires. Premier Wynne needs to scrap this program. If you can afford a $100,000 car, you don't need a subsidy from people who earn less than that in a year. I'd agree. But Premier Wynne will just point to her changes and say, well, now this is about helping ordinary Ontario families buy a new electric car. I'm going to disagree. The average Ontario family will look at the value for money and decide not to go with an electric car. The cheapest electric car I can find is the Mercedes Smart 4.2 at $27,000. Now that's for a car with no back seat. You want to upgrade from a mini car to just an old-fashioned compact? You're going to pay $30,000. The regular Chevy Spark, a little car, costs $11,500 for the base model. You want the electric version? It starts at $32,000 and change. If you can afford to pay an extra $20,000, almost 3 times the cost of the base model of the car, to appease your liberal guilt and get the electric version, then why are you getting a government subsidy at all? Then there's the issue with the charging stations. Gas stations, they're private affairs. They're paid for by companies looking to make money. They invest their money, they look for a return. But the Ontario, Quebec, the federal governments, they're all looking to expand electric vehicle charging stations across the country using taxpayer subsidies. Quebec is even looking at making it mandatory that every new home be built with an electric vehicle charging station, which will only drive up the cost of a new home. And why? So that a small select group of people that can afford to spend big money on an electric car can feel good about themselves. Look, one day the market for electric cars and the value for money proposition, they may be there, but right now, they're not. And all these subsidies do is distort the market and reward the choices of people that already have the money to spend on their toys. It's time to stop the insanity, don't you think?
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.